Hey you guys, welcome back to our channel. We've had a few of you guys ask about some tips that could help you guys travel. If you guys remember our last trip about a year ago, it was disastrous to say the least. We've learned a lot from that trip. I know it was a different way of traveling this time, and it was actually a lot better for us. So if you guys aren't familiar, 80% of autism families do not travel at all, and we want to help change that. We want to help you guys feel comfortable when you're traveling. We want you guys to go and explore. You won't really know how to help your child if you aren't experiencing these things, and I know it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but we are going to help you guys through it. Okay, you guys, so first things first, which is probably the most important tip, is you want to write down your day-to-day tasks. Me being autistic myself, I never realized that I've always done that. I've always had to write down things that I remember, so that I can remember. That is one thing that you're going to want to do, okay? Because it's going to be a lot, and you're probably not going to remember everything. So you want to start with that. Another thing that you want to have are things that would be considered like a home away from home. So if they have a favorite book, if they have a favorite toy, if they have a blanket that they sleep with all the time, you want to make sure that you bring those things with you. At least 2 of those things, because it is going to help them feel safe. It is going to remind them of home, and it's going to make your job a lot easier, okay? Okay, which brings me to my next tip, okay? You guys want to make sure that you bring headphones. So the plane ride can be very noisy. It can be very distracting for somebody on this spectrum. So either noise canceling ones that'll kind of help with the lift off and, you know, take off and coming back down. And then also, or just regular headphones that you guys can have for movies or TV shows that that'll help keep them distracted on the plane ride too. All right, guys, so another tip that's going to be very helpful to you guys: leave early. No matter if you're driving, no matter if you're getting on a flight, leave very, very early. Account for traffic, account for lots of bathroom breaks. We drove 2 hours to get to the Dallas airport, and it was stressful. But so yeah, you want to do that. You want to make sure that you guys have extra clothes, extra clothes, okay? Because if they pee, if they spill things, you guys are going to want to leave early so that you guys are not late, okay?
So I wanted to take this time to let you guys know about something we've been trying lately, probably our best kept secret in terms of staying productive, managing our stress levels. It's called Magic Mind. So Magic Mind is a drink that you can drink in the morning, whether by itself or alongside your favorite caffeinated drink like coffee. And what it does is it gives you a boost of energy. Not only that, it helps you manage your stress levels. It helps sharpen memory, cognitiveness. It's just a little shot that you could take, like I said, with your coffee or, you know, by itself. I personally like it by itself. It has a bunch of different ingredients in it: ashwagandha, matcha, and a bunch of other ingredients that help you stay sharp. It helps you be productive in your day-to-day tasks. It's one of those kind of drinks that, you know, the more you drink, the more you'll see the results. So just taking it once a day is just fine. Day to day, you'll see the benefits of it increase. You'll see yourself be more productive. You'll see yourself have less stress. Just overall relaxing mood to start your day. This has actually helped me out quite a bit to stay productive. I get stressed out a lot. There's a lot of things that I do on a day to day, and Magic Mind has really helped me out as far as staying on task, staying productive, and not being so stressed out. So all you do, shake it up, and I really like the taste of it. De-stress, calm yourself down, stay focused, and get after it.
All right, guys, so the next thing that we want to share is something that we learned from our first trip. We drove overnight, or we tried to drive overnight, and it messed up Mako's schedule entirely. And it took weeks, months probably, to get her back on the schedule, back on her schedule. So the next tip is to travel during the day, okay, so that it does not affect their eating schedule and it doesn't affect their sleeping schedule. And I know that it probably seems like you should drive at night. Trust me, it just don't do it, okay? During the day, whether you're flying or driving during the day, okay?
Yeah, it's just an unfamiliar pattern or environment to be in and try and sleep in, so.
Yeah. Yep, messed us all up. Honestly, it kind of did. I think it's okay for, you know, if it was like just adults, like if it was just me and him and we didn't have children, we can drive through the night. It really don't matter. But with kids, and I think in kids in general, like I don't even think it matters if they're autistic or neurotypical, you guys. You don't want to mess up their schedule, okay? Also, another tip that we found out about that we had no idea about was that you guys can call TSA and let them know that you have a special needs child. They will let you guys board the flight first. And we didn't get to board the flight first when we were headed to Myrtle Beach, and that's because when we initially put in the request, it was told to us that it had to be 72 hours in advance, which we did, but I still don't think it was enough time, because by the time they responded, they said they couldn't accommodate our needs, so we kind of just had to roll with the punches. But heading back home, we were actually able to board first, and I think only because we ended up having to get a later flight, so we didn't fly out the night that we were supposed to because of weather that was in Dallas. So I just kind of went up to the gate, the people at the gate, and explained to them what was going on, and they let us board the flight first, which was amazing, especially with trying to like buckle in a car seat. I think we kind of held the line up the first time, like trying to get in and while everybody else was trying to get on. So that was very helpful, you guys. Definitely call them, but I would call TSA the moment that you guys are booking your flight. Do not wait 72 hours before the flight. Call them when you guys are booking your flight. So. Okay, and so the next tip is going to be making sure that they have different ways to communicate in case they are having shutdowns or meltdowns. Sometimes when they're in new surroundings, a new environment, it's going to cause them to shut down and not communicate the way that they probably normally would. So you want to make sure they have maybe their like an iPad, communication cards, communication devices. Make sure they have something else with them. Okay, so another tip that we also learned is showing them the airplane, showing them how it operates, how it works beforehand can also help minimize those shutdowns and meltdowns as well. If they are familiar with it, if they know how it works, they're less inclined to be afraid of going on it. So that was a very big tip that I actually learned from Matthew on this trip, because he was very interested in it, and I think it really helped him. The last tip that I do want to give for you guys is really just words of encouragement. Do not worry about what other people are saying. Do not worry about the people in front of you, around you. Do not worry about if they're upset that your baby or your toddler is crying or having a hard time. Focus on your child. Focus on what you can manage, okay? Not everything is going to work out, even with knowing these tips, okay? Sometimes you're gonna have to reevaluate your schedule. Things are going to change. So just keep a positive attitude and you guys just try and push through, because I promise if I didn't have my husband there with me, helping me to just kind of push through and keep that attitude, I probably would have had a meltdown myself. So just don't worry about everybody else, you guys. I really hope that these tips help you guys. Comment below and let us know what tips that you guys have used that we didn't mention that could help us or help other people that are also looking, you guys. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys don't miss another video. Really hope this was helpful for you guys, and until next time.